After $100 million in revenue generated with my online businesses, I can tell you that it boils down to just one way of thinking that underlies it all in terms of how I generated that money. And I'm not the only one. People like Elon Musk come up with this way of thinking and credit it as the reason for their success. So let's dive in and let's talk about what is this one way of thinking that you can apply in your business and in your life to bring you to more success. And it comes down to this. What do you do when you have a problem? Do you go to your friends and family and ask for opinions or advice? Or maybe you go to your staff and you just go around looking for opinions. Do you apply what someone else prescribes as a solution? So you might find somebody else who says, oh, I think you should do X. Somebody else says, oh, I think you should do Y. And lots of opinions get tossed around as a solution. But did you dare to look for yourself and decide how you want to solve the problem? And when you do that, you look by data. Great entrepreneurs can look at a problem with a fresh set of eyes. And Jeff Bezos calls this day one thinking, as in pretending it's day one every single day. So when you look at a problem, it's like you're looking at it as if it never existed before. You take no earlier ideas, no preconceived concepts, no prejudices. You look at it with a fresh pair of eyes each and every single time you have a problem. Elon Musk calls this first principle thinking. First principle thinking is a method of solving problems that involves breaking down complex ideas. You take complex ideas and complex problems, you break them down into their most basic parts, and then kind of reassemble them from the ground up based upon information and data. Now, this is a contrast to what most people do, most conventional thinking. And I can tell you, having been working in many different organizations, having had many employees over the years, and working with lots of other founders, the typical way of thinking relies on making comparisons or gut feelings, or what they'll call, I'll use air quotes, best practices, right? And they'll take existing solutions, existing ideas, opinions, and things like this to solve problems. And it's a way of thinking that's it's become reasonable in that that's what's expected. But first principle thinking, instead, you boil it down and you ask why? Why do we do this thing in the first place? Why are we having a problem getting, new sales to come in through a sales funnel? And instead of just accepting what someone's opinion might be about it or what the rest of the world tells you could be wrong with it, you break it down to its basic points. And people have, all kinds of ideas and opinions because that's how it's always been done. But that's the conventional way of thinking. And instead, strip all of that away and ask questions like, why are we doing this? And somebody might say, well, it's always been done that way. Well, why? And this is poison in a corporate environment. Those of you who have worked in corporate, you've seen that kind of thinking, right? Well, why do we do it this way? Well, because that's how it's always been done. But why? Right? And when you encounter a problem and you just try to, like Band-Aid over it with a solution that just works because that's how it's always been done, that's not going to lead to growth for your business. The underlying thing is to look past that, look for stats. And let's say I'm having a problem where something's not working on our website. Instead of assuming that something is broken, I dig in and find out exactly what's not working, exactly when is it breaking, and then dig in and look at the stats, look at the dates. Well, when did it stop working? Well, it stopped working on Tuesday at noon. Well, and then you can find out, well, hey, Tuesday at noon, we actually updated this this plugin, or we updated this theme, or we did this thing on the website. And it's like exactly dead coincident with that, it stopped working. Where most people, instead of digging in and looking at the data, would immediately start to jump to conclusions about that. And this is especially true in marketing and in advertising and sales. When the stats start to go down, the sales start to decline, people will make all kinds of assumptions about why. Never, ever do that. Instead, you look at the stats. You go dig deeper and look at, okay, when did it change? Okay, exactly what changed. What was the stat before? So we were making 100 sales a day. Well, that dropped to 50 sales a day on exactly this date. And then you can start stripping it back. Okay, what changed on this date? Instead, people will make radical jumps in conclusions. And I mean, it's crazy some of the things I've seen. They'll say things like, oh, well, people are just sort of getting tired of this offer. Or people don't think that AI is new and exciting anymore. I literally heard this as an excuse for why some sales were down, and it absolutely was not the right reason, in fact. Instead, you might look and see, well, the reason the sales are down is because something changed on the web page, or your autoresponder stopped working and the emails stopped going out, or your text messaging is stopped working, right? Or your emails are now going into the spam folder. Usually there is a real world reason for it. And if you just keep digging and looking at statistics and data, not opinion, not best practices, not random ideas, instead dig into the data. And that is where you will solve it. And many, many times I have rescued failing campaigns because I looked at the data and found the real reason the stats went down. Why did the income go down? Why is an ad campaign not working? Why is a sales funnel not producing the results that I wanted to produce? Usually it's by digging into those details and stats and ignoring opinions. I've been given a million opinions about why something's not working, and I ignore them all. Instead, I look at the data, and that tells me my answer. And so by doing this, especially early on, when you start wondering why your internet business is not working, why your ad campaigns are not producing results, why are people not signing up to your newsletter, why are people not buying your products, don't listen to opinions. First, strip back and find out what data do you know about the situation, and break it down and get the numbers together and the dates as well. So if a campaign was doing well, when did it change? When did that good campaign turn around and start becoming a bad campaign? And then start to dig in deeper and deeper at data. You will find that then you can solve just about any problem that would come your way as a business owner. You have the solution. You take risks, you encounter failure, and then you use data and looking and seeing what's really there instead of opinions to turn them around and solve them. And you will find success. That is the key right there. If you're not yet a member of PushButton AI, then what are you doing? So I would like to invite you to a free masterclass. We're going to be covering in detail how to create an entire digital online course, an entire business, in fact, that can be set up 100% using AI. And if you'd like to attend that free masterclass, what you're going to want to do is head over right now to pushbutton.ai/free class. In that class, I'm going to show you how we can help two different kinds of people. Number one, if you've got a business and you want to add training, courses, or information to your existing business as a new profit center, or maybe a way to add value to your customers, then I'm going to show you how to do a detailed 10 module training course, including 50 to 60,000 words of content, have it set up and built for you by AI. Also, if you're trying to start your first business online and you're looking for a great business model to make some money online, then PushButton AI is the right solution. And I'll show you how you can use this amazing tool to build an entire business like that. In a snap, PushButton AI will build an entire course for you, create video training, audio training, write your sales page for you, write 30 days of emails for you, create your logo, build your website, set up your shopping cart, set the entire thing up, create a members area so that people can pay you to get access to the course, and you get to charge money and keep all the profits. It's quite easy. You answer 2 questions and you hit a button and it literally does everything for you. A logo, a 30-day email sequence, your sales pages for selling your product. It creates the entire training course that you can charge money for. It installs your website, sets up your hosting, launches your site. It even helps you pick the perfect domain name, all powered by AI. You just literally log in and start up your brand new business. So attend the free masterclass. I'll show you a live demo of how it works. I'll explain the entire business model so you can see exactly how does it work and how do you profit. That's pushbutton.ai/free class. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. You'll see it down below the video down there somewhere. Hit subscribe, hit the like button. It actually will make sure that you're notified next time that we go live. We release content all throughout the week, by the way, so we have videos on additional strategies and tactics we'll be dropping to you all week long. Check out all of our useful content. Head over to pushbutton.ai/free class if you're not yet a customer. Every paying customer, we're going to be taking today's training. We'll take all the prompts, all the resources, everything that you need to use it, and we're going to put it in your paid members area. So you'll see it in your AI profits course inside your members area. On that note, I'll see you there. Bye for now.